But when you talk about what people like to throw that word around, to throw the, oh, that person's just black, and black people don't do this, black people, all the stereotypes that come with black people. Again, my name means black. My name means black. And seeing a lot of the current events and seeing a lot of the nonsense that have come up over the past week, whether it was the Brandon Neely situation, whether it was the Caitlin Clark situation, whether it was even the situation that just happened this past weekend with Travis Hunter and his fiance, and some of the things that they've been going through online. It is incredibly important that we get more individuals speaking about how much nonsense comes and we'll call it nonsense, not only nonsense, but the damaging effects that come when you start throwing around this term, the black experience, and using this term, the black experience, as a way of validating and giving race hustlers a bunch of ammo to continuously poison our kids. And I'll give you an example. Just yesterday, for those of you, again, some of you guys regular listeners, you guys know this about me, but if you're new around here, I teach at the current school. I usually come in a little early so I can record these live streams. So I teach it's a group of kids from K to 5th grade, and I'm primarily around the 4th graders, and I've known these 4th graders since they were in 2nd grade. All right, so I've seen them grow, seen them develop, seen them. I'm beyond proud of these young group of kids, because when I first got here at this school, they were 2nd graders, and it's incredible to see them grow and develop as young men and young women. So yesterday there was a little situation. It's a little situation in class where the term hood came up. There was the term hood that came up and the term neighborhood that came up. And you have, I'm not allowed, probably not, shouldn't be saying this, but one of my favorite students, I'll say it, one of my favorite students, I'm going to call him one of my favorites, because a lot of the other kids might feel slighted when I say that, but one of the ones that I knew from 2nd grade, someone I've been to his football games, I've met his family, great young man. Great young man, absolutely incredible. You already see it in him as a 4th grader that he's going to go on and do some major things. I won't put his name out there, but I know for a fact that if he's listening, if anyone's listening, they know, if I was to say the name, they know exactly who I'm talking about, right? So yesterday we were having a conversation in class, and the term hood and neighborhood came up, and I asked this young man, I said, hey, what's the difference between hood and neighborhood? And then he looks at me and he goes, hood is where black people live, right? That's what the kid said to me. The kid says to me, a hood is where black people live. Now, this is a 4th grade student saying some nonsense like that. So there's already a negative connotation amongst a kid who can do anything he wants to do in this world. And if you were to look at where he actually lives, it's actually a very substantial, a very nice neighborhood. It's around some rivers. It's actually a very decent neighborhood where he lives. So when you have this poison, this nonsense that goes on in our kids' heads, you got to really ask yourself, why is it like that? What is the system? What are the things in place? Where exactly did we get to a point where 4th grade kids who don't know anything, again, just know what's been given to them. 4th grade kids now are starting to say, oh, the hood is where black people live. Like, where the hell does that come from?